Yeah. All right, we're here again. It's July 3, and here with Helen. Helen, your school is?
King's School in Stamford, Connecticut.
All right, very good. And Greg this morning says, doesn't Helen have some tint of an accent?
Oh, there
And we
you
said,
go. It's a little Kinyarwanda.
a little Kinyarwanda.
No,
Where were
no,
you born?
in England.
Yeah,
Born in
yeah.
England and then lived in South America when I was 6.
Oh,
Moved
excellent.
there for 5
So
years.
that really,
Yeah,
that really
that
works
lost the English
works the
accent.
twang.
Right.
Well, you were here last year with the group People to People.
Absolutely. Citizen Ambassador Program.
Cool.
And I was with 12 teachers, English teachers, and we spent 2 weeks here traveling, based in Kigali for a week, visiting schools and orphanages, and then we moved to the northwest, up to
Okay.
Gisenyi and to Ruangari.
12
And
English teacher.
yes, all women actually, this particular trip.
Unique.
Unique.
So this time you've been on the east side of the country, and thinking about back over the last couple of days, what are some of the snapshots that come to your mind?
Well, I think 2 in particular stand out for me right now. Mind you, we've only been here 3 days.
I know, it seems like a lot longer.
A lifetime.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to talk with a woman who was a survivor of the genocide. She actually lives in a small hut right next to the genocide memorial site.
You know, I
And
didn't even think about the fact that she's right beside it
Somebody said that
every day.
Yeah, somebody said that she felt the need to stay close there.
No kidding.
And I don't know why, whether it was because her husband was killed there particularly, but she, with her 16-year-old daughter, spoke to us with a translator and told us a horrific story of bodies being thrown into pits
Yeah.
and some still alive. And
When they
she's only
said
one of the 7 survivors, I think.
of like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
She had this baby that was born a week before
Strapped on her back.
on her back, and she lost her husband. And then I remember saying, well, and your baby, I mean, you hate to ask, but
Yeah.
and the guy says right there, and I turn and I'm like, wait a minute. And actually, you have probably a 15-year-old, since that was 15 years ago.
Right.
And there the young lady was standing right there.
Yeah.
That was so moving.
That was very moving.
So moving.
And then a second situation yesterday, are being invited into the home of a woman, Adele, herself a survivor, with her daughter
Yeah.
in her 30s, now also a survivor, who
Yeah, her daughter was
nursed
like
her
18
mother.
years old.
Yeah, and
That was
just
so powerful.
the compassion between them, the symbiotic relationship, one might say, in a way, their utter support for each other through things that we can only imagine.
The daughter had to beg for the hospital to treat her mom, because the hospital said we can't waste meds on that.
Right.
Person like that she's gone, and she was in a coma for a long time. Daughter's working to keep her from bed sores, and then she even confessed she had to go steal medicine from the pharmacy
Right.
for her mom.
Exactly.
That was an incredible bond.
Yeah.
And her mom talked about forgiveness, and you know what I was really impressed was that she said, Mom told me I didn't have to forgive.
Exactly.
Wasn't
yeah.
that incredible?
I think that was a gift that the mother gave
Yeah.
her. That the mother on her journey has been able to forgive a couple of the perpetrators who acted against her.
She met them
But
face
she-
to face.
and invited them into
Right,
her house
right.
and has I think
A
spent
continuing
time
relationship with
with
the one.
exactly.
Yeah.
One of the perpetrators' children even calls her grandma. But she
Yeesh.
didn't. She was not imposing that kind of
Stuff on her
demand
daughter.
upon the daughter.
And that, to me, spoke of her spirit, of so many things. You can just
Yeah.
imagine. It's not just you don't have to forgive, but there's I don't know. I think I would say, because we're teaching Holocaust and genocide studies, we're talking about tolerance. And I mean, this is like off the charts. I mean, the word tolerance is left way, way behind. But an openness and acceptance and to everybody, not just acceptance to that, but sometimes I think we think, I got to accept the people who did this, but then we're hard on the people close to us. And that was just, it was a wonderful
No,
example.
she had a luminosity about her that I
Yeah.
thought was just...
Yeah, Mark mentioned that too. There was just something
The
to
language
be.
barrier didn't matter at all. You could just see everything in her eyes.
Yeah, it was great. Good. Hey, thanks, Helen.
You're
Looking
very
forward to
welcome.
today.
Lovely.